Okay, do you think OnlyFans and other kind of sex work damages a person's image?
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Why? Go on, explain.
Because it gives you a history that maybe you want to get rid of, but you can't.
So do you think that for a young girl or a young boy, I'm thinking of doing that, would you say don't do it because it would damage your image?
My child,
your child.
I would tell him not to do it.
Okay, you say?
Yeah, I'm agree.
Would you agree?
I mean, if this is what you want to do, it's okay.
But he's a child.
But it's your child. Are you happy with your child doing OnlyFans and any sex work?
I wouldn't like that.
Okay, why?
I mean, it's not that. I mean, I don't know.
They can take
It's
advantage.
because some people need the money, or they like what they do. You know, everyone is free to do whatever they want.
But for your child, would you be happy with that?
You're talking about your baby.
Your baby.
Maybe. I mean, I will.
Sí, imagina que tu bebé trabaja en la pornografía.
Another. No, no.
All right, we got there in the end. It was a tough one, but we got there in the end. Well done, well done. Damages a person's image.
100%, bro. Get your bread, man. Get your bread. It's 2021. If your face is in it and you got 100,000 followers on there, it's obviously going to damage your image because man, them are looking at you bashing. So that's
only if she is going to let me join OnlyFans and we're making bread together. The thing is, if she's only had one man, alright, chill. We'll make this side of it. If she had one man, like relationship, long thing, innit? And they're making OnlyFans, and then she told me, yeah, I like you, this is that. After a year, we can do it again, get our bread.
Okay, so you wouldn't mind if your wifey was doing OnlyFans?
With me, not with anyone else. With me.
Okay, that's you. What about for you?
It's the 21st century. There's so much money. Self-feeding before you go to OnlyFans, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So why is it that it has to be the mad thing? Okay. Do you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
When they say OnlyFans, we all know it's going to be sex. They're not teaching kids education on OnlyFans nowadays. That's not happening.
Teaching kids education,
exactly.
you know.
100%.
Exactly. So it's like, why does it have to go to that extreme point? So for me, if they're doing that,
it damages the image. So that means that basically, if it came to it, like you're 30-something, you're about to get married, not marry a girl who's OnlyFans.
Because I'm not going to come out the cinema with my girl like this. The guy goes, oh, I'm subscribed.
Oh, I'm subscribed.
I'm getting like 8K with this thing out.
No, I hear that.
It does, but
What?
I don't know. Well, if you say social media wise, obviously a lot of people do get hate for doing OnlyFans and blah blah blah, but everyone needs to make money, don't they?
True. But do you think, say, let's say for a female, if she did OnlyFans and, you know, of course, videos are up there,
They do get frowned
do you think guys would be like, do you think that would kind of decrease their chances of getting a guy that actually wants to commit to them as opposed to a guy that just wants to be a one night?
I don't think they take them as serious, like long term.
Because of that.
Yeah.
So effectively, it does kind of.
Yeah, I would say so.
What about for a male? Because is it different for a male?
Well, it's not. No, I wouldn't say so.
So for you, I mean, for me, for a male, if I was dating a female, she said she used to be an OnlyFans or, you know, some sort of sex worker, that would almost be a no-go for me because for me, in my thought, I'd be like, well, there's images of you on the net forever. So even if it was to create a family, our kids could be in school and then it just gets pulled up.
Yeah, that's true. For me, I'd be the same. I feel like there's no chance. There's no way. Everybody knows your body and it's meant to be just man.
Okay, that's interesting. Is it beneficial for men to be more experienced coming into a relationship than being like, oh, I really haven't had much interaction with females?
I'd be a bit nervous if they hadn't.
Okay.
But then you don't want them to be at the same time. I don't know, that's hard.
It's a tough one, isn't it? It really is. Okay, I like that.
But if they're experienced and they've been there with other people, do you know what I mean? They've had to learn from
Which
somewhere.
makes it good, but then if they're too experienced...
Then it's like,
Guys, you can't win out here.
Definitely, it obviously does. Because a lot of companies, if you're trying to get into the work, they're gonna look into your background and they're gonna find out definitely. But money is money. They're getting money, so I don't think it damages their image and the person they are. Some people do sex work because they need to provide for their family, and that's respect. And let's be honest, money is money. I mean, we got people out here dealing drugs. You just witness that. But it's the same thing. Money is money. It's not always professional.
Okay.
When looking at like a relationship, you want to keep it private.
Right.
You want the girl just to be for you. So I mean, it's pretty hard to be like this girl. Everybody can see the pictures of her, but it's supposed to be private too.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it kind of damaged, but if you're into that thing, it's all right.
So would you date a girl that had been on OnlyFans or done sex work, and then she said, "Look, I don't do sex work anymore. I'm ready to settle down."
I would do it.
You would do it?
Yeah.
It's a good man, yeah.
It depends, It depends.
There's a good man and this is the real man. I'm not too sure.
No, it depends. It depends.
Okay. I appreciate that. Honesty. So things like OnlyFans and sex work, do you think it damages a person's image? What do you think? Remember, no right or wrong answer.
I don't play. By the things they do. Like if I know that you were like, I will like think about that when I get to know you.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there shouldn't be in a perfect world, but there is.
Well, unfortunately, it does. Would you agree? Okay. Good. Love the honesty.
I mean, personally, I just wouldn't really be too comfortable with someone who has OnlyFans or,
As a girlfriend for yourself, yeah.
As a girlfriend for myself, yeah. But I mean, it's not like I judge people for having it. It's just that, personally, it's.
What about for you?
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. There's that kind of feeling that if, people are on OnlyFans, it goes both ways. I mean, obviously, a few guys use OnlyFans and girls, but if it is sex work, then obviously, like your natural instinct is that you don't want your partner to be doing sex work outside your relationship.
But do you think it damages? So let's just say for a scenario, say she used to do OnlyFans or do sex work, and now she's your wife, and you've got kids in school. Obviously, that's on the internet. One of your kid's friends comes up to your kid and says, "Hey bro, I just seen your mum online."
Yeah.
Do you think that is something that is a problem, or do you think that, well, that should be all right? It is what it is. It was when she was without you. You know what I mean? Do you think that it's a damaging? That's what I mean in terms of damaging.
It does damage their image, yeah.
So you would think it would damage them?
But like the fact that it does damage their image is a good thing, Yeah. I think also it's getting so much more common now like OnlyFans, there's no real difference to, that and having like a sex tape leaked or something. And,
True.
I think it's just more common now in our generation to find people who
have done something like that.
Stuff has happened to, and everyone's desperate.
Everyone is desperate. For you, like if you had a girlfriend and you're about to date her, and then she says, "By the way, I used to do OnlyFans. I also did a couple of video shoots, risque, raunchy, but I don't do that anymore. I want to settle down." Is that okay with you, or?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not sure about that.
Not sure about that one. No. What about you?
I've never been in that situation before. I can't really speak on it in terms of experience, but it depends on how cool you are with it, really, and how cool she is with it. If she accepted it in her past, is she going to keep doing it? She's going to talk to me about it. She's trying to hide it from me. It's all about honesty and communication in that sense.
So it wouldn't be too much of a problem for you if she used to do it, as long as she stopped, or is she what? What's
about it? If she's honest with me, if I want a committed relationship, I want you to be committed to me. If you're doing that personally, not my cup of tea, but I won't think any different of you for it.
Okay.
Right? If you want something casual.
But would you commit to a girl like that? We're talking marriage, man.
Depends on the girl, because there's more to her than just her being in that line of work, right?
Okay.
That's one aspect of her life, right? So if she's still doing that, if she has things that make me believe that she is a great person, make you want to settle down with her, then sure, that's one part of your life, right? I'm sure there's parts of my life that people don't agree with. That's part of a relationship. You have to compromise things. You have to make sacrifices on behalf of your partner because you realize at the end of the day, none of that stuff really matters.
But the problem is, the videos are still on the internet. So you go on Pornhub,
I mean,
it's there.
Everybody doing stuff on the internet, man. You can't get away from
I know, but would that be all right with you? Like,
Be all right with me.
yeah. Because obviously, if you think about it, say you're gonna have kids with her, and then now your kid goes to school, and one of his friends is like, "Hey, I just seen your mom's on P-Hub." How would that? Would you be able to handle that? Would that be a bit of a shock, or you know what I mean?
I don't really have experience in that department. I'm going.
Imagine if it was.
I'm going off my moral compass. My moral compass tells me it should be fine. Experience-wise, it might be different. Because, you know, we like to say things, and then when it happens,
When it actually happens, it's a different thing. I like that.
My moral compass says I'd be okay with it, but like I said, I have to go through it first.
Okay, what about for you?
I don't know if I could go like, get through that actually.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's a lot back there.
Yeah.
In times of
Very
that.
complex answer to that.
But I like the way you lot's the tactic. But this is why we do these things, because they're questions that are thought provoking. What advice would you give to your younger self when coming to dating, or any young man when it comes to dating?
I'd say,
Man's laughing.
I'd say seriously, I'd say
Bash it out, man said.
Don't go for someone just because you think that, just because you feel that intense feeling of love. You got to think of the other stuff. You got to think like, is it sustainable? Are they your other person? Like, are they actually someone that you don't bump energy with, but kind of merge energy? Because if you're sitting there and there's only one part of your relationship that's going well, then you're going to rely on that part, like, especially if there's only sex, you only have that in common. That's not a relationship, that's a sex relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had many relationships, and now I'm in a relationship where, like, one of my longest relationships now.
Oh, you're in a long-term relationship now, yeah?
Yeah, one that I see going on for a very long time.
Okay.
And I realized it didn't happen because I had these intense, like
urges
of love. It happened because I understood the person and I chose to love them.
So do you think it took time for you to earn that, to get that, or it wasn't an instant thing? Oh, she looks peng, and I'm there. After the looks, it's much more than that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I think the looks. When I started really thinking about the looks and all the other stuff, that came into when I started the relationship. That came after when the relationship actually started. We were just friends at the start, so.
Hey, that's a good one. I do like that.
A good friendship builds a great relationship.
Hey, did you hear that, guys? You trying to make friends out of these girls as well, boys. You gotta make friends out of them, man. It will last longer. What do you think? What advice would you give? What did you learn from that? What would you have told yourself?
The time, you need to have that emotional connection rather than just having that bodily connection. A lot of time, you'll go for body. That's gonna ruin you. You'll
Okay.
go for body and then one day, you just can't get that. They don't get that. They don't get that.
I love that. Real talk, real talk. Yeah, hey, what you girls know about that? You see, man, them talking about souls intertwining, and they saying that guys ain't got no heart emotions. Men are asking for intertwining souls. I hope you're taking that in. I know these men are young men, but what advice would you give for your younger self in come to relationships?
Relationship?
Yeah, what advice would you give, man?
I've only got life advice. My life advice is be consistent in life, but relationship.
I'm a virgin, so I haven't even got a gal yet.
Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. This guy, I like him though. I like him. He's a G. He's a G.
If I was young, like I would just say, like I don't know, like if it's a relationship wise.
Okay.
Like, yeah, bro. Focus on yourself. Don't stress it too much. No, don't stress it.
I like that. I like that. What about you yourself? What advice would you give your younger self?
Don't trust these.
Woo! Trust issues. Nah, hey, much love, man. Much love. Hey, peace, man. Them.
It's been fun, bro. Subscribe to my man, bro.
Subscribe, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Legend.
Hey, man.